Hey guys, my name is Timothy Lone. I'm one of the founders at Your Next Jump, and I'm here just to chat with you for a little bit about resume writing strategy and approach, and then also walk through a sample resume with you. Whenever we write a resume, there's two goals that we have. One is a lot of resumes, and this is really natural, is that resumes tend to read sort of like job descriptions. So people put down, these are my day-to-day activities, these are my roles and responsibilities, how many people I manage, size of the budget, these are the projects that I lead or the projects that I work on. And of course there's a place for that on the resume. But what we find what most employers are also looking for, and what will tend to help you stand out, is really answering the so what question. Okay, great. You've done all these great things, you've worked in this capacity, but so what? What were the results? What were the outcomes? Those things that you did, what did they lead to? Because at the end of the day, everybody wants to hire somebody who can get stuff done, but not just get it done, but get it done well. So that's number one. Number two is this, is when someone picks up your resume, if they have to spend time digging through it to try to figure out what's going on, figure out how your resume matches what they're looking for, they might just move on. In this environment, there's probably going to be 150, 200, 300 people that are going to be applying to that same job that you're applying to. And in that initial round, that HR person who probably doesn't have your background, doesn't have your subject matter expertise, they have a job posting in front of them and they're just trying to figure out as quickly as possible which 5 resumes out of this stack of 150 are they going to move on to the next round. Do you think they're going to spend 1 minute on your resume if they're looking at that many resumes? No way, right? If I'm looking at 150 resumes and I spend 1 minute on each one, that's 150 minutes. That's almost 2.5 hours, no breaks. So here's our second goal. Within a matter of a few seconds of someone picking up your resume, it's just got to be crystal clear the answer to these two questions. What is it that you're trying to do? And what do you bring to the table as it pertains to the position that you're targeting? And the easier you make it for them to answer those two questions, the more effective your resume is going to be. You want to spoon feed them the information that they're looking for. And so when they pick up your resume, the reaction that you want is, oh yeah, this looks exactly like what we're looking for. Let me take a deeper look. And now your resume moves on to that next round. And instead of competing against 150 candidates, you're competing against 5. You've effectively gone from a less than 1% chance of getting that job or getting that interview to a 20% chance. And that's the goal of the resume. All right, let me show you a quick example of a before and after resume to give you a sense of these things that we're talking about here. All right, if you take a look at the sample resume here, this client here, Jane Seymour, is a marketing manager, right? And when you look at this, look at her professional experience here. Each of those bullets that she has under that Verizon Senior Marketing Manager role talks about what she does. It talks about her role, but it doesn't necessarily speak to how well she does it, right? It says identify priority product enhancements using competitive analysis, develop and analyze marketing, market planning to implement and promote marketing, optimize customer experience, right? All of these things speak to her tasks and her responsibilities. And it's good to have those things. You need to have them. People need to understand the depth and the breadth of what it is that you do. But put it this way, if someone else was also at Verizon, also senior marketing manager, same job, same title, let's say Jane and this person work together. But let's just say Jane, every morning when she gets up, she gets to work, she's just killing it. She's doing a great job, right? She's pushing the ball forward. The clients like her. The employer likes her. She's just doing a really good job. But this other person that has the same title as her, who works side by side with her, not so much. Now, when he is writing his resume, could he write exactly the same things that Jane has on hers? Could he say, yeah, I identify priority and product enhancements using competitive analysis. I develop and analyze marketing promotions. I market planning to implement and promote marketing and merchandising strategies, right? I optimize customer experience. Yeah, they can say those exact same things. Sure, they don't do it as well as Jane does, but that new employer doesn't need to know. And if I'm the new employer, how do I know that Jane is the better candidate? How do I know that she's the one that I want to hire? Because both of their resumes say the same thing. So that's really important to not just talk about what you do, but to show people how well you did it. The other thing is this: if I'm looking at a whole bunch of resumes, when I look at this resume, it just takes me a few minutes to try to figure out how this resume matches with what I'm looking for. And if I am looking at a lot of resumes as an HR person, my patience level goes down. So you want to make sure that the resume is really clean and it's really clear almost instantly what it is that you're trying to do. Let's take a look at the resume that we created for Jane. When you look at Jane's resume here, what we do is we open up every resume with a really clear title. For Jane, it says Senior Marketing Manager, Project Management Expertise. We know that Jane has a lot of different background and experiences and skills in marketing, right? This is a marketing job. She's done change management, project management, go-to-market strategy, multi-channel marketing. She's done campaign management, right? But for this very specific position that Jane is targeting, they're asking for someone with PM experience. They're asking for someone with project management experience. So what do we put at the top? Senior Marketing Manager, Project Management Experience. This title has the ability to make a resume instantly relevant to a position that the person is targeting. And this resume title needs to be adjusted every single time you apply for a new position. Try to make that title match as closely to what they're looking for. Remember, on the resume, you don't want to write what you want to say. You want to write what they want to hear. The next section that we have right underneath this is these 3 bullets. And what are these 3 bullets? Think about every interview that you've ever been to. What is the first thing they say to you? Probably something like, tell me about yourself. What brings you here, right? They're not looking for you to say, well, yeah, I went to school here, and then my first job was this, and then after that, I moved on to this company. That's not what they're looking for. What they really want to know is this. In 30 seconds, why are you sitting across the table from me? What makes you relevant for this position? Why should I spend the next hour of my time in my busy schedule listening to what you want to do for us? Why you want to work for us? Right? And that's what you're trying to answer here. Jane says, look, I know that you're looking for a senior marketing manager. With PM experience, I am a solutions-oriented senior marketing manager with over a decade of experience creating and implementing business strategies and large-scale cross-functional marketing projects. I execute impactful campaigns that drive engagement, insights, and conversion, and I'm a motivator of top-tier marketing teams with a demonstrated ability to manage multiple projects while working effectively across all different stakeholders, right? In 8 seconds, what is she trying to say? She's saying this: look, you might not hire me, but you have to admit, I've earned the right to be at this interview table. Mr. HR person, you might not move my resume on to the next round, but you have to admit that I've earned the right for you to take a deeper look. Then the next section is this. This is the core competency section, and this is really key, but this also needs to be adjusted just like the title to every position that you're targeting. That HR person who's looking through all these different resumes probably has a job posting that has 5 things that they know the hiring manager is looking for, right? In this case, for this job posting, they're asking for strategic planning and execution, portfolio project management, change management, data analysis. Jane has those 5 things. What do? We put it right there in that first line of that core competency section. Then all the other skills that are still related, we put right underneath. Every job that you apply to, you want to make sure that you make those adjustments and put those things that they are asking for right in that core competency section, as long as you have them, and then add all the other skills that you know that they want that are related to your industry or to your field or to that specific position. Then what happens? If I'm the HR person, I come across this resume, it takes me half a second to read that title. Oh, Senior Marketing Manager? Yeah, this looks exactly like what I'm looking for. Oh, Project Management Expertise? Yeah, they're gonna stop. You've captured their attention. Then they see those 3 bullets. Yeah, Jane, she looks exactly what we're looking for. Oh, but does she have those 5 things that I know the hiring manager is looking for? right there in the core competency section. Without them even looking at any of your professional experience, without them looking at any of where she's worked, her title, where she went to school, they already feel like the resume belongs. And now that resume moves on to the next round, and this is where the hiring manager takes a look and says, oh great, yeah, she works at Verizon, really great branding, senior marketing manager, that's really good. But is she a good one? And all those tasks, all those bullets that Jane had in her original resume, right, that anybody who had that position could put, she squishes them up right here, right? We put them up into a paragraph format because everybody in that field knows that that's what they do. What they really want to know is she a good senior marketing manager? And that's where we save those precious bullets in that select accomplishment section to show she's not just a senior marketing manager, she's a really good one. She increased Fios on-demand product revenue by 20% over 2 consecutive years. She reduced customer churn by moving 15% of video transactions off the customer bill through implementing, alternate payments, right? All of these things speak to how well she does her job. A lot of resumes have a lot of bullets, and those bullets focus oftentimes on things that you do and responsibilities. Bullets are meant to highlight things that are important. But if everything is bulleted, then nothing is important. So let's make sure to save those precious bullets for the so what, answering the question, how good are you at what you do? And that's what's going to differentiate you from other candidates. I hope this video was helpful. Please reach out to us if you have any questions. Our email address is office@yournextjump.com, and we look forward to working with you. Thanks so much.